Hey everybody, so right now we're going to learn how to make or lock images in place on Google Slides. This can also be done in Google Docs and other various platforms. Actually what we're going to be doing is called static images. So static images in general are images that in the background don't move when you're working with them. So right now I want students to be able to label countries in Latin America. So we're working on that in social studies and I want them to be able to practice. And there's a lot of websites to do that, but also if I wanted to make another place for them to practice, I could do it on Google Slides. So right now, as you notice around, I have all of the different countries that are in Latin or Central America, and I want them to be able to practice by dragging and dropping and labeling those images. Right now, though, however, if a student were to click anywhere inside of here, they can click and move the whole picture. They can also be moving the different individual arrows, and I don't want that because I want that to be locked in place. And so what I would do is I'm actually going to change this a little bit. So I'm going to move these different text boxes that I already created to off the screen, so they're out of my way, and then I'm going to take a snip or a screenshot of the slide itself. So I already have that pulled up here. You can also just type in snipping tool down here. But when that opens up, I already did one, but I'm going to create a new one. And so a new one here, I'm going to move this, create new, so you see the screen kind of goes shaded, and I'm going to try to fill the whole box here the best I can. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to take that screenshot and say, is this what you want? I'm going to say, yep. I'm going to save that to my desktop, and I'm just going to call that political map of Central America. So I'm going to save it, and then I can close out of this. I can move that out of the way. Now, the nice thing is that I can do is I can highlight everything real quick. I'm going to delete it so it's out of my way. Or if you wanted, you can just create a new slide. I'd create a blank one for this. And so on this blank slide, I'm going to put that in as a background. So in the background, I'm going to choose the image that I want. It's on my desktop, so I could just drag it in there, but I'm just going to come up here and say, and find political map of Central America. Yep, that's definitely the one I want. I'm going to click open, and it's going to upload. So now what happens when that puts that as your background, you see the exact same thing that was there before. However, I can't touch or move any of this stuff. And so that's super nice. That's pretty slick. So that way it's not, students are not able to move it. On top of that, what I would like to do is if I go back, I want these to be here. However, sometimes it can be really tough for if you're gonna have students move around, like if they can accidentally do something like that. And so here, I don't want that to be a text box for them. I would also like that to be an image so that way they can move it super easy. So what I would do is I'm going to leave that. I'm gonna take a new screenshot. So I'm just gonna pull this up and click new. I'm gonna take a quick screenshot around the word. Yep, that's what I want. I'm going to save it straight to my desktop. We'll just call this one Mexico. So now, if I jump back into this one, all I have to do is insert that image, and I'm going to show you how to do that this way as well. So right now here I see Mexico. I can just drag and drop that into here. Now I have Mexico just as a picture, so I can click anywhere I want in it and move it around and be able to label it without having to do anything too wild or crazy. And to show you that one more time, so I have Mexico, so now let's take Guatemala. So I'm going to move that over to here. I'm going to take a new snip of it. I'm going to go around it. I have Guatemala. I'm going to save that one as Guatemala. I'll just call it G for now. So then you see that popped up right over here. So now when I go to my other slide, I can just click and drag that right into here. And so now I have it as a picture versus having it as a text box. So that is a quick way of how to make practices for all sorts of grades and all sorts of topics. Let me know if you have any other questions. Hope this helped. We'll talk to you later.